I always thought starting a business needed a lot of money, but I was wrong. Many people have built successful businesses with as little as $100. They didn't wait for the perfect moment, they just started. This book is about ordinary people who turn their skills and passions into money. They didn't have business degrees or big investments. They simply found something they loved, something others would pay for, and took action. You don't need a perfect idea or a lot of money. You just need to start with what you have. This book will show you how. If you dream of working for yourself and having more freedom, this is for you. Part 1. I used to think that only a few special people could start a business, those with big ideas, lots of money, or years of experience. But that's not true. Many successful entrepreneurs didn't plan to start a business. They simply found something they were good at, saw an opportunity, and took action. This part of the book is about those unexpected entrepreneurs, ordinary people who turned their existing skills into profitable businesses. They didn't wait for permission or the perfect moment. They started with what they had and built something valuable. Their stories prove that you don't need a lot of money or a complicated plan to succeed. All you need is to recognize your skills and find a way to use them. You already have the skills you need. You don't need to learn something new to start a business. The skills you already have can be turned into something profitable. Many people think they need special training or a unique idea, but the truth is they are already prepared. This chapter shares stories of people who use their everyday skills, writing, photography, cooking, or even hobbies, to create successful businesses. They didn't wait for the perfect opportunity or try to invent something brand new. Instead, they looked at what they could already do and found ways to offer value to others. The key is to recognize what you're good at and find a way to use it. You don't have to be the best in the world at something. You just need to be good enough to help someone else. If you can solve a problem or make life easier for others, people will be willing to pay for it. Give them the fish. How to find and sell what people want. Many people make the mistake of creating something they think is great without considering if others actually want it. The secret to success is simple. Find out what people need and give it to them. This chapter explains how to identify what people are willing to pay for. Instead of guessing, successful entrepreneurs listen to their audience, solve problems, and offer something useful. It's not about making people want something, it's about offering what they already want. Real life examples show how people turn simple ideas into profitable businesses just by focusing on solving problems. Whether it's a service, a product, or an experience, the most successful businesses are built on providing real value. When you stop focusing on what you want to sell and start focusing on what people want to buy, your chances of success increase. Chapter 3. Follow your passion. Maybe. The advice to follow your passion is commonly given, but it isn't always the best strategy when it comes to building a successful business. While passion is an important driving force, it's not enough on its own to guarantee success. Passion must be paired with practical elements that ensure the viability of the business. The key is to focus on what you're passionate about, but also recognize that without demand for your product or service, passion won't create profits. It's crucial to understand the market, the needs of your target customers, and how your skills and interests align with what people are willing to pay for. Too often, entrepreneurs become fixated on following their passion and end up pursuing ideas that may not have a broad enough market or enough customer interest. Instead of diving headfirst into something you love without understanding the demand, it's important to start with a problem that needs solving. Passion should guide the direction, but not be the sole driver. Business success comes when you combine what you enjoy with what can generate revenue and address market needs. In essence, the advice should be about following your passion, but with a strategic plan that connects it to real world demand. Chapter 4. The Rise of the Roaming Entrepreneur. The idea of the roaming entrepreneur has become increasingly popular, with more people than ever before running businesses from anywhere in the world. Thanks to advances in technology, particularly the internet and digital tools, it is now easier than ever to start and grow a business that doesn't rely on being tied to a physical location. This has unlocked the possibility of location independence, giving entrepreneurs the freedom to work from different places, whether traveling, living abroad, or simply choosing to work from home. The chapter emphasizes that the rise of online platforms such as social media, e-commerce websites, and freelance marketplaces has enabled people to reach global audiences and serve customers anywhere. You no longer need a physical storefront or office to operate a successful business. With the right digital tools and a strategic approach to marketing, managing customers, and delivering products or services, entrepreneurs can tap into a global market. This flexibility and mobility mean that the business owner is no longer constrained by geographic limitations. The rise of the roaming entrepreneur represents a shift in the traditional model of entrepreneurship, where success doesn't depend on being physically present in one location, but on the ability to leverage technology to create and grow a business from virtually anywhere. Chapter 5: The New Demographics. Traditional ways of defining customer demographics, such as age, gender, income level, and location, are becoming less relevant. Instead of focusing on broad categories, successful businesses today are targeting specific groups based on shared interests, values, and behaviors. The key to finding the right audience is not just looking at who they are, but understanding what they care about, what problems they need solved, and how they make decisions. A major shift in modern business is that customers are no longer just passive consumers. They are active participants in the brands they support. People want businesses that align with their lifestyles and personal values. This means that rather than trying to appeal to everyone, businesses should focus on smaller, more dedicated groups of customers who truly connect with their products or services. The chapter also highlights that in today's digital world, location is no longer a limitation. A business can be based in one country while serving customers across the world. The internet has broken down barriers, allowing entrepreneurs to reach niche markets more effectively than ever before. The most successful businesses are those that understand their ideal customers deeply and tailor their offerings specifically to them. Chapter 6: The One-Page Business Plan. The traditional business plan, often a long, complex document, is not necessary for most modern small businesses. Instead, a simple, clear, and concise one-page business plan is often more effective. The idea is to focus on the most important elements: what you will offer, who your customers are, how you will make money, and what steps you need to take next. A good one-page business plan answers key questions. What product or service will you sell? Who are your customers? How will you reach them? How much will it cost to start? And how much will you charge? What will make your business different from others? Instead of getting stuck in lengthy planning, entrepreneurs are encouraged to start small, test their ideas quickly, and adjust as needed. This approach is about action over endless preparation. Many successful businesses did not begin with complex plans, but rather with simple ideas that evolved over time. The focus should be on getting started, refining the idea through real-world experience, and adapting based on customer feedback. A one-page plan is all that's needed to provide direction and take the first step toward building a profitable business. Chapter 5: The New Demographics. The way businesses define and target customers has changed. Traditional demographic categories such as age, gender, income, and geographic location are becoming less relevant. Instead of trying to reach broad groups, successful businesses now focus on niche audiences that share common interests, values, or behaviors. The internet has made it possible to connect with highly specific groups of people, regardless of where they live. Rather than appealing to everyone, businesses should identify a passionate, engaged customer base. People no longer choose products just based on price or convenience. They want brands that align with their lifestyles and beliefs. Understanding these deeper motivations helps entrepreneurs create products and services that truly resonate with customers. Another key change is that location no longer limits a business. A small company in one part of the world can serve customers globally. The rise of e-commerce, digital services, and online communities has made it easier than ever to reach a worldwide audience. Entrepreneurs who recognize and embrace this shift can create highly successful businesses by catering to specialized markets that traditional companies might overlook. Chapter 6: The One-Page Business Plan. Writing a long, detailed business plan is no longer necessary. Instead, a simple one-page business plan is often more useful and effective. The focus should be on clarity and action: what the business does, who the customers are, how money will be made, and the next steps needed to move forward. A good one-page business plan answers the essential questions. What product or service will you sell? Who is your ideal customer? How will you reach your audience? What will you charge, and how will you make a profit? What makes your business unique? Rather than spending months writing a traditional plan, entrepreneurs should start small, test their ideas, and adjust as they learn from real-world experience. Many successful businesses began with just a simple concept that evolved over time. The most important thing is to take action and refine the plan as needed rather than getting stuck in endless preparation. A one-page plan is a tool to help stay focused and move forward quickly. Chapter 7, an offer you can't refuse. A successful business is built on a strong offer, something so appealing that customers feel compelled to buy. Simply having a product or service isn't enough. The way it's presented and packaged plays a huge role in attracting customers. The key is to create an irresistible offer that provides clear value and solves a real problem. A great offer includes several essential elements. A clear benefit. The customer should immediately understand how the product or service improves their life. A compelling promise. The offer should feel like a solution they can't afford to pass up. A sense of urgency. People are more likely to act if they feel they might miss out. A low risk. Money back guarantees or free trials can help customers feel confident about making a purchase. The chapter highlights how small tweaks to an offer, such as better pricing, bonuses, or guarantees, can dramatically increase sales. Successful businesses test different versions of their offers to see what resonates most with their audience. The goal is to make the decision easy for the customer by removing doubts and making the benefits crystal clear of the pitch. Being able to sell an idea, product, or service effectively is one of the most valuable skills in business. A great pitch isn't about using fancy words, it's about communicating value clearly and concisely. Whether talking to a customer, investor, or business partner, a strong pitch answers one essential question: why should they care? A powerful pitch includes a clear problem and solution. What problem does your product or service solve? A unique selling point. Why is it different from what's already available? A simple, engaging message. So why people should understand the pitch instantly. Social proof or credibility. Testimonials, results, or reviews help build trust. Many entrepreneurs make the mistake of focusing too much on features instead of benefits. Customers don't just care about what a product does, they care about how it makes their lives easier, better, or more enjoyable. The best pitches focus on outcomes rather than just details. The chapter emphasizes that selling is not about being pushy, it's about helping people make a decision that benefits them. The better an entrepreneur can communicate their value, the more successful their business will be. Chapter 9, start where you are. Many people believe they need more money, experience, or resources before starting a business. This mindset holds them back. The truth is that the best time to start is now, using whatever skills, knowledge, and tools you already have. Success doesn't come from waiting for the perfect moment. It comes from taking action and improving along the way. The most successful businesses often begin as small projects, side hustles, or hobbies. Instead of focusing on what's missing, entrepreneurs should identify what they can offer right now. This could be a skill they already have, a problem they know how to solve, or something they're passionate about that others find valuable. The key is to start small, test ideas quickly, and refine them based on real-world feedback. Many people think they need a detailed business plan or a large investment before getting started. But in reality, most businesses succeed through iteration, starting with something simple, learning from customers, and making improvements over time. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Small steps taken consistently lead to meaningful results. The chapter highlights real-life examples of entrepreneurs who built thriving businesses by starting with minimal resources. Some began with just a laptop and an internet connection. Others used their existing skills to create freelance services or digital products. Instead of focusing on limitations, they focused on what they could do immediately. Action is the most important step toward success. Waiting for the right conditions often leads to inaction. By starting where you are, with what you have, and taking small but consistent steps forward, you can build a profitable business without needing a perfect plan or a huge investment. Chapter 10, the money is in the list. A strong customer list is one of the most valuable assets in any business. Whether it's an email list, a community of loyal followers, or a database of past customers, having direct access to people who trust you makes selling easier and more profitable. Instead of constantly chasing new customers, Smart entrepreneurs focus on building and nurturing their existing audience. An email list is especially powerful because it allows for direct communication with potential buyers. Social media platforms change their algorithms, and paid ads can become expensive, but an email list is something you control. When people willingly subscribe, they are already interested in what you offer, making them more likely to buy. Successful businesses don't just collect emails. They build relationships. They provide value through useful content, personalized messages, and exclusive offers. Customers are more likely to buy when they feel a connection to a brand. Instead of spamming people with constant sales pitches, the focus should be on delivering value, solving problems, and making offers that genuinely benefit the audience. The chapter highlights how even small lists can be highly profitable if they are engaged. It's not about the number of subscribers, but about how much they trust the business. A well maintained list allows entrepreneurs to launch new products, sell services, and maintain a steady stream of income without depending on outside platforms or unpredictable traffic sources. The key takeaway is simple: building a strong list isn't just a marketing tactic, it's the foundation of a sustainable business. Entrepreneurs who focus on growing, engaging, and serving their list will always have a reliable way to generate income and grow their brand. Chapter 11: The Power of the Pivot. Every successful business faces challenges, and the ability to pivot, to adjust, refine, or completely change direction is often what separates thriving entrepreneurs from those who fail. Many businesses don't end up exactly as they were first imagined. Instead, they evolve based on customer feedback, market demand, and real world experience. A pivot doesn't always mean starting over. Sometimes it's a small shift that makes a big difference. This could mean changing the target audience, adjusting pricing, introducing a new product, or marketing in a different way. The key is to stay flexible and recognize when something isn't working before it becomes a major problem. The chapter shares real-life examples of entrepreneurs who started with one idea but found greater success after making adjustments. Some launched businesses only to discover that customers wanted something slightly different. Others realized that their pricing was too high or too low, or that a different marketing approach brought better results. One of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make is sticking too long to an idea that isn't working. The best business owners listen to their customers, track what's actually generating revenue, and are willing to change course when needed. Instead of seeing a pivot as a failure, it should be viewed as an opportunity to refine and improve. The lesson is clear: success doesn't always come from the first attempt. The businesses that thrive are the ones that remain adaptable, listen to their audience, and aren't afraid to make changes when necessary. Chapter 12: The $100 Startup in Action. Ideas alone don't build businesses. Action does. Many people dream of starting a business, but never take the first step. This chapter focuses on turning ideas into reality by applying the key lessons from the book. Instead of waiting for perfect conditions or overcomplicating the process, the best approach is to start small, test quickly, and adapt as needed. The most successful small businesses follow a simple formula. 1. Find a profitable idea. Identify something you can offer that people are willing to pay for. 2. Launch with minimal investment. Avoid unnecessary expenses and focus on what truly matters: getting your first customers. 3. Refine based on feedback. Listen to what customers want and adjust your offer accordingly. 4. Grow strategically. Focus on what works and scale up gradually. The chapter includes real-life examples of entrepreneurs who built profitable businesses with little money. Some started with just a few $100s, while others used skills they already had to generate income without a large upfront investment. The common theme is taking action before over-planning. Many of these businesses didn't start with complex strategies or detailed business plans. They began by offering something simple, seeing what worked, and improving over time. Another key takeaway is that small businesses don't have to be large to be successful. Many entrepreneurs choose to keep things simple, automate where possible, and focus on high-profit, low-maintenance models. Instead of chasing rapid growth, they build sustainable, enjoyable businesses that provide freedom and flexibility. The final lesson is clear: anyone can start a successful business with limited resources. The most important step is to take action, test ideas, and learn along the way. Small steps taken consistently lead to big results.